Welcome to Sage Audio. Today we're looking at how to master better. To get the most from your music, watch the entirety of each chapter for a complete understanding of the topic. But first, if you have a mix that you need mastered, send it to us to receive a free mastered sample of it with the link in the description. Align the phase of the mix. Before we get started, keep in mind that these tips are in no particular order. Some of them are a little experimental, so introduce them to your workflow with some discretion. Before you begin to process your master, consider aligning the phase of the track using iZotope's RX plugin. If the phase rotation of your mix is off, it won't sound bad. However, it can cause the computer to misread the samples at a higher level, resulting in unwanted clipping. Within RX, use the phase module, click Suggest to measure the phase rotation, then select Render to change these phase rotations. Nothing about the overall sound of the mix will change, just the alignment of the samples. Let's take a listen to a before and after to show that the sound of the mix hasn't changed.
That's why I feel her, that's why I feel her. I haven't met nobody realer, nobody realer. A bossy with a boss, and that's a fair. That's why I feel her, that's why I feel her. I haven't met nobody realer, nobody realer. A bossy with a boss, and that's a fair.
Use subtle transient expansion on the side. Recently, Eventide released an EQ with which you can affect the transients of your side image. But if you don't want to purchase this plugin, there is a free alternative. First, duplicate your master and place the free Voxengo MSED plugin on both signals, then solo the mid and side image. Now we can affect our mid and side separately. I'm going to use a transient expander on my side image to make my stereo image more detailed. Although Split EQ by Eventide is more convenient than this method results in less phase cancellation. Let's take a listen.
That's why I feel her, that's why I feel her. I haven't met nobody realer. And that's a fair, but I love to watch you go. And every time you leave, it's that's your nose, that's your nose. The vibe is so official, there ain't nothing coming close. And whenever we...
If you're enjoying the video, consider hitting the like button. It really helps us bring you more videos. Isolate and upward compress mids. I tried this on a master recently and it worked well at bringing the mids to the forefront. First, I created a bus or auxiliary track for my mix. Then I introduced a low latency linear phase EQ and isolated the mid frequencies on this parallel track, followed by upward compression. This way I can isolate my mids, control their dynamics from the noise floor up, and introduce their overall detail and perceivability. Let's take a listen.
That's why I feel her, that's why I feel her. I haven't met nobody realer, nobody realer. A bossy with a boss, and that's a fair. But I love to watch you go. And every time you leave, it's that's your nose, that's your nose. The vibe is so official, there ain't nothing coming close. And whenever we...
Start with 2 intelligent equalizers. If you have Soothe 2 and the Gullfoss EQ, try them with very subtle settings at the beginning of your master chain. Soothe 2 will attenuate resonance frequencies, and then Gullfoss will dynamically alter the frequency response to balance the mix, making masked frequencies easier to hear. Even if you choose to remove these from your chain, which I find I do about 50% of the time, they help you hear the mix from a different perspective. Let's take a listen.
That's why I feel her, that's why I feel her. I haven't met nobody realer, nobody realer. A bossy with a boss, and that's a fair. But I love to watch you go. And every time you leave, it's that's your nose, that's your nose. The vibe is so official, there ain't nothing coming close. And whenever we...
Only a small percentage of people that watch our videos are subscribed, so if you're enjoying the video, consider subscribing. It's free and you can always change your mind. Parallel normalized track. Although this is a little unorthodox, a parallel normalized track is a good alternative to parallel compression. First, I'll duplicate my mix and cut it into sections based on the peak level of that section. This usually means that the verse and choruses will be separated, then I'll use peak normalization. Now, all of the sections of the track have the same peak level, resulting in controlled dynamics without the need for compression. I'll blend the normalized track in with the original, just like I would a parallel compressed track. Let's take a listen.
That's why I feel love, that's why I feel love. I haven't met nobody realer, nobody realer. A bossy for the boss, a boss. And that's a fair but I love to watch you go. And every time you leave, it's X and O's, X and O's. The vibe is so official, there ain't nothing coming close. And whenever we
Quickly compare two chains. In Logic Pro, I can create two signal chains and then A/B them almost instantly. First, I'll double-click the track, and under Functions, I'll pick Selection-Based Processing. If I save my chain, I can load them in here, or I can select whatever processors I'd like. By clicking A and B, I can now quickly preview the two chains, making it easier to find what sounds best for the mix. Let's take a listen to it.
that's why I feel love, that's why I feel love. I haven't met nobody realer, nobody realer. A bossy for the boss, a boss. And that's a fair but I love to watch you go. And every time you leave, it's X and O's, X and O's. The vibe is so official, there ain't nothing coming close. And whenever we
If you'd like our custom plugin presets, audio samples, loops, download sheets, a members-only badge next to your name in the comments, and more, consider joining with the link in the description. Process verse and chorus separately. Let's again create two tracks and then isolate our verse and chorus, or maybe chorus and bridge, depending on the song structure, and then process the unique parts of the song differently. For the most part, I'll keep things the same for consistency, but add some small changes. For example, I can make the verse have a little less distortion, or I could amplify the side image of the chorus to make it a little more impressive. A similar thing can be accomplished with automation, but this gives you more control and makes the differences easier to keep in mind when making changes. Let's take a listen.
that's why I feel love, that's why I feel love. I haven't met nobody realer, nobody realer. A bossy for the boss, a boss. And that's a fair but I love to watch you go. And every time you leave, it's X and O's, X and O's. The vibe is so official, there ain't nothing coming close. And whenever we link, it's X and O's.
If you have a mix that you need mastered, send it to us to receive a free mastered sample of it with the link in the description. Thank you so much for watching.